Claude Akins had an acting career that lasted over 40 years. Despite his impressive resume, he's almost unrecognized today. Claude loved what he did and snatched up every role offered to him. He kept working until he couldn't anymore. Keep watching to learn why Claude Akins went unrecognized during his life and had his stomach removed before he died. His early life. Claude Aubrey Akins was born in Nelson, Georgia, May 25, 1926, and he grew up in Bedford, Indiana. He was the son of a police officer, but he never dreamed of following in his father's footsteps. He said in a TV Guide interview, quote, "When you're from a town of only 12,000, you want to be somebody or something, but you don't know where to go or how." Claude quickly settled on becoming an actor. He first hit the stage in a church play where he was a talking robin. His dreams of going into Hollywood were temporarily put on hold in the 1940s. He served with the U.S. Army Signal Corps in WW2. He became a master sergeant and went to both Burma and the Philippines. After the war, he graduated with a major in speech and theater arts from Northwestern University. He then trained at the Barquette Theater in Abingdon, Virginia. Claude started acting officially by joining tours with shows like The Hasty Heart and The Comedy of Errors. His Broadway debut was a small and uncredited role in the 1951 production of The Rose Tattoo. It may have seemed insignificant at the time, but it was the first stepping stone on his staircase to fame. His career before Sherrif Lobo. Claude had a long and prosperous career where he took any role he could get his hands on. His first appearance was in the 1953 film From Here to Eternity. He was nervous to interact with co-stars who were already massive names like Burt Lancaster. But Burt welcomed the newbie in, and so did director Fred Zimmerman. He felt comfortable once the first shot was completed, and the rest was history. Claude continued to appear in films throughout the 50s and 60s. They included Rio Bravo, Don't Give Up the Ship, Merrill's Marauder, Inherit the Wind, and Battle for the Planet of the Apes. He also appeared in a variety of TV series. He had guest spots on The Adventures of Superman, Crusader, and I Love Lucy. Most of his roles were westerns. He was so talented they kept asking him back. He showed up on My Friend Flicka and The Rifleman 3 times, The Restless Gun, Sheriff of Cochise, and Wagon Train 4 times, Rawhide 7 times, and Gunsmoke an impressive 10 times. He also developed plenty of experience playing truck drivers on TV. He appeared in 40 episodes as the gypsy-like Sonny Pruitt in Movin' On, which ran from 1974 to 76. It was a hit, and President Reagan was even a fan. That may have been part of what landed him a role in one of his most popular shows. BJ and the Bear. The TV show BJ and the Bear lasted from 1979 to 89. It followed Greg Evigan as BJ McKay, a freelance trucker. He travels the country with his pet chimpanzee Bear, named after University of Alabama football coach Bear Bryant. Claude Akins once again played the antagonist. He was Sheriff Ellery P. Lobo, the thorn in BJ's side. Despite the strange premise, the show was a hit that cemented itself into the zeitgeist of the decade. Claude's character may not have been the star, but he eventually got a spinoff. It was called The Misadventures of Sherrif Lobo. The show saw the same fate that many spinoffs do. It never reached the same heights as the original, and it tanked in ratings. In 2002, it was even ranked number 36 on TV Guide's 50 Worst TV Shows of All Time. The shift in Season 2 to a more serious tone may have spelled its downfall. It took away the focus on Claude's Sherrif Lobo. He began working under the police chief played by Nicholas Coster instead. Whatever it was that made the two shows reach such different levels of success, the network did everything it could to distance them from each other. The Misadventures of Sherrif Lobo and BJ and the Bear were later packaged together as the BJ/Lobo Show during syndication. After being Sherrif Lobo. Claude Akins was a recognizable name by the late 70s. His acting talent made him famous, but so did his friendly attitude and willingness to interact with fans. He was grateful for every role he got and felt he had beaten the odds each time. He also didn't care what medium he was working in, saying that, quote, acting was acting. Companies such as Plygrip, Rollins Truck Leasing, and Amco Transmissions took notice. They recognized his celebrity status and positive public image and realized it would make him perfect for their commercials. In the 80s, he also lent his recognizable voice to a series of work safety videos known as safety shorts. He made a golfing video called Tom Kite and His Friends with Ron Masak. After his work on those projects was done, he appeared in a few TV shows and films. One of his final appearances was in the TV series In the Heat of the Night. His final days. He began to suffer from stomach cancer in his final days. He underwent an extensive operation to extend and improve his life. It removed half of his stomach, but it also got 100% of the cancer out. He spent time at the intensive care unit at Huntington Memorial Hospital, and his condition improved from critical to serious. He had a clean bill of health until a blockage began to form. These complications required a second surgery to fix. Sadly, his body wasn't able to handle it. Claude Akins died at age 67 on January 27, 1994. He was cremated and his ashes were returned to California. Claude was only married once. He fell in love and married registered nurse Teresa Marie Fairfield on August 30, 1952. The couple had 3 children, Claude Jr., Wendy, and Michelle. His agent Rick Hirsch said he was a kind and warm man, a true gentleman, and a terrific person. His son praised his unshakable work ethic. He called him, quote, the epitome of blue-collar workers. He described his father as always looking for work and going in with his game face on, even if the role wasn't the best. Claude's legacy. BJ and the Bear cemented itself in TV history 30 years after its run. Craig Sagehorn found the original 1980 Kenworth cabover used in the show. The inscription BJ and the Bear by W.S. was still visible under a rusted fifth wheel. He restored it with help from his son Paul. He still drives it for local hauls. People sing the show's theme song on the CB when he passes by and come up to shake his hand to thank him for saving some history. The show also impacted pop cultures in other ways. Breaking Bad had a replica of the truck in the episode Just Married. Hank Schrader called a mini-episode Just Married BJ and the Bear minus the bear. South Park, a cartoon certainly known for parodying and referencing anything and everything, quotes the theme song in the episode The Ring. Claude loved the sport of golf and his community. He'd be proud to know that the Claude Akins Memorial Golf Classic was set up in his honor on the Otis Park Golf Course in Bedford, Indiana. Claude's lack of recognition. Despite his powerful legacy, Hollywood hasn't always given Claude Akins the credit he deserved. He's shown up in almost everything, but only his fans will likely remember him by name. The talented actor felt pushed out when he was alive and even admitted to feeling like an outsider in the industry after working in it for 37 years. He gave himself the nickname Hollywood's highest paid unknown. He was never nominated for an Oscar, Emmy, or Golden Globe for any of his hundreds of TV and film roles. That began with his first hit, From Here to Eternity, a film that earned plenty of other nominations. He never participated in Hollywood functions or events. No one is quite sure why. Perhaps it was his tendency to get typecast as the villainous redneck with an imposing 6-foot, 200-pound figure. He admitted that only men who, quote, look like Robert Redford get cast as heroes. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think more people should know about Claude Akins? Let us know in the comment section below.